freak offs. If Diddy is, woo, 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 and Cassie definitely is a victim, Diddy ain't the only person going down. So y'all want a story time about how I unintentionally attended a freak off. I think it's crazy because people think that only Diddy started these freak offs, but I'm pretty sure anybody in the industry can tell you exactly how often freak offs happen. Now, this was back in like 2016. It was in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Invited out by a group of people that were in the entertainment industry because I was a dancer and I had pulls and connects.
Man, that's another thing too. Everybody,
like anybody else,
everybody wanna be big. You wanna do this, bro. The industry is devilish. Everybody know you got to be either a freak or you got to be gay. You got to do some gay shit. One of the two. You it's your choice, my nigga. If you want this light right here, everybody know, man, you got to do some freaky stuff or you got to be gay. One of the two. So why most rappers is painting their nails. A lot of stuff, man, wearing dresses, a lot of that stuff. They want you to promote this, homie, because you don't get to come here if you're not doing none of that. I'm trying to tell you, man, I believe that's how that stuff go, bro. I think they just got Diddy. Once you look at the Diddy situation, Diddy was dealing with some serious people with the Ciroc people, I think. And I think he ended up suing some guys he was partnering with the Ciroc, with the look and stuff. I think he sued them or something. And they exposed what he was doing. If it wasn't for that, bro, Diddy would still be doing what he's doing. Because everybody was down with the freaking. Everybody was. That's why everybody went to the parties and everything. So, no, he's not the only one. They just did that because of that situation. But everybody know that's really in the industry. They know it go down like that, bro.
In that time, everybody wanted to go to Atlanta. Atlanta was the Black Hollywood. So I go to this restaurant, nice ass restaurant. I made the comment that I was cold, and these people literally brought me a personal heater. To me, that was something because I was young, and it's like, okay, little old me. Okay. So fast forward that night, it was 3 men, and this is at the hotel. It was 3 men. I was family with one of them. So mind you, I was supposed to have 2 separate rooms. Everybody was in one room. I'm the only female in the room. That was the first red flag. I didn't care because I just knew at the end of the day, like, I could call up a female and it's
having freak off.
Hey, we go to this party that I wasn't even intentionally invited to. It was like I was just a +1. Mind you, I did know the dude very well. It wasn't like he was a stranger. No, we had done plenty of shows together with I don't want to name drop, but like I am just to show credentials. It was Jessica Dye, Melissa, Stevie. We had to work with a couple people. Okay, at the time, Love and Hip Hop was just starting out. So later on that night, it was a party, and it was a masquerade party. Did not know too much about masquerade parties. I just knew that it was this big mansion masquerade party, and everybody had to wear masks. So walking in, everybody had the type of mask that you wear to your face. If you didn't have one or brought one, they had them like at the table as soon as you walked through the door. Mind you did have to have a code, like a secret word to get in. And once you get in, it was literally just like a regular mansion, ballroom type of thing. So this is where it get crazy, right? So my homeboy, or whoever you want to call him, he's an older dude. I'm younger. You probably would have thought the nigga was my sugar daddy. But if you know, you know. And for the people in the SIP, if you know the only man that I was hanging around and now he's locked up, you do the math. And no, it's not Diddy. Be for real. So anyway, this whole mansion party, it was like, you wouldn't have known if it was any celebrities there, like I said, because everybody had on masks. And I don't think this had anything to do with like no. So the guy that I'm cool with, he wanders off and he leaves me because there was like this back room. It had a red rope and it was security standing there. And if you did not know anybody, like you had to know somebody to get in this back section. Okay, it's like alcohol, but y'all.
Boy, back in that back section, they back in that back section. You know what they doing? Getting high, drunk, and having a good old freak off. That's what's going on, my nigga. A whole lot of freaking going on behind there. I know.
I was not the same type of alcohol that I drink now, and I was not a drinker until I started dancing. So it really makes me think now how much I honestly did not remember. Like, I don't know, minutes. He comes back. He says immediately, y'all, we gotta go. Y'all, when I tell you, when we get back to the room, this man act like he had seen a fucking ghost. And he literally told me, I'm trying to get straight to the point as possible. There were Asian kids that were performing sexual acts on Caucasian men. There were Vietnamese or Asian kids, again, serving Uggs on trays, dancing on top of tables, basically entertaining these men. And it was different rooms. It was room after room after room with this going on. He said that he was so disturbed because he had kids young. He had kids older than the kids that were doing all of this stuff. And the kids obviously had been so used to it. So honestly, it had me thinking, if a grown man is spooked out behind what he saw, how, till that day, y'all, when I say he was, like I said, promoters back then were not the same as promoters we're not the same as promoters
There's
now.
a whole lot of freaking going on, man. There's too much freaking going on, dog. It's too much of that freaking going on. Yeah, man, that's why I'd rather just get the money. I wouldn't want to be with these. Nah, homie, I don't want to be that freaking, my nigga. Nah, bro. You can't. I feel like them niggas can't be satisfied, bro. They want a different type of feeling. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a rich nigga thing. I wouldn't know, but it's a lot of freaking going on, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of freaky shit going on. That come with watching too much of that porn. Well, I tell you, nigga, need to stay off that, dog. Stay off that, man, because it'll have you liking all types of shit. Real talk. Freaky. Watching too much of that porn, man. It's shit, man.
Promoters back then actually booked people, like I said, we booked numerous of celebrities at the time. And it was never no problem. And like I said, the names that I dropped had nothing to do with this freak off. So that was just for credentials. But he stopped promoting, he stopped doing music, and
that's crazy. He stopped doing all of that. That's how you know a grown man stopped that. And that's how you know they had him kind of freaked out in the mind, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what? Like, I can't take all this shit. That boy shut everything down.
Locked up right now for, like, I think drug charges, I don't know. But he was never the same after that. He saw, but a couple years later, after this whole Justin Bieber Yummy Yummy video came out, y'all, that stuff made me sick to my stomach, because as soon as you walk in, it was... Just go watch that video if you ain't watched the video, but that's basically exactly how it happened.
Damn, I didn't know that.
So I say that to say this. Diddy is not the only one who had them freak offs. If Diddy is, and I can fact check everything. But anyway, stay tuned for the next story time about how one of the most famous rappers of their time.
Yeah, man, they just Diddy is basically like the fall guy, bro, for this shit, really. Them niggas just basically like the fall guy, bro. A lot of that stuff be going on, but them niggas just be keeping quiet and stuff, bro. Them niggas, the celebrities, they know about it. That's why haven't nobody just really came out and spoke up about Diddy. I think Diddy got like 4 years or something like that. He ain't get that much, bro. But he not the only nigga that be doing that shit. A lot of that be going on. That's why nobody ain't saying too much about it. Diddy is just a fall guy, man. Man, they was all down with the freaking. Everybody know what's going on after party. They know too. That's why they wasn't saying too much of nothing. They know. But man, you know what I'm saying? That's just a little reaction video to that story time, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Until next time, yo. We out.